Hi, I'm Craig Gottschalk with the law firm of Huffman, Kelly, Brock & Gottschalk, and today I'd like to continue our discussion over the standardized field of sobriety test by discussing the walk and turn test with you. The walk and turn test is performed on a line, whether it's real or imaginary, depends upon where you're pulled over at, and the officer will instruct you as to how to perform the test. It's very crucial that if you ever faced with this situation that you pay attention to what the instructions are, because each clue of your intoxication or your impairment is contained, or should be contained if they're doing it right, in the instructions. So if you forget a little portion of the instruction and raise your arm a little bit away from your side just simply because you didn't remember that you couldn't do that, that counts as a clue against you. What the officer is going to do is he's going to have you place your left foot on the line, whether it's real or imaginary, and place your right foot heel to toe in front of that while he completes the instructions. He's going to have you place your arms at your sides, and he's going to ask you to hold that position until he tells you to begin taking the test. He's going to ask you if you understand those instructions that far. Now, if at any point in time you break away from that initial stance while he's giving the rest of these instructions, that's a clue as to your impairment. So once he puts you in that position, you got to stay there until he tells you to take the test. What he's going to do is he's going to ask you to take 9 steps straight down the line, make a very specific turn with a series of short, choppy steps with your right foot, and then take a series of 9 steps heel to toe back to the line to the beginning point. Now, what they're grading you on are several things. First and foremost, did you keep that starting position the whole time he was giving the instructions? If you didn't, if you put your foot down, if you raised your hand away from your body more than 6 inches, if you swayed a little bit while he was giving the instructions, that counts as a clue. They're also looking to see whether or not you moved your feet to maintain your balance. Did you shuffle them around to keep from tipping over? Did you raise your hands more than 6 inches away from your body? Did you perform the turn correctly? Did you take the correct number of steps? Were they all heel to toe? Did you turn the wrong way when you made your turn? Did you stop during the test to study yourself at any point in time? All of those are indicators and clues as to whether or not you are impaired. And some of them, as a matter of fact, a lot of them, people will exhibit without having any alcohol in their system, simply due to absent-mindedness. You know, when you're on the side of the road, you might be startled by vehicles driving by. You might sway a little bit when a car goes by you very quickly, very close by, and you're performing this test. So they use all of those indicators to determine whether or not you're impaired, but you really need to be aware of what those tests truly show and how they can be used against you. So if you're ever faced with a situation where you've been accused of driving under the influence, know your rights and make the right call to Huffman, Kelly, Brock & Gottschalk.